Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Richard. KTM. I hate to bring bad news, but or extend bad news, but I released a video a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, explaining that KTM had gone into administration, self-administration, with a debt of 150 million euros, which is wrong. It's somewhere in the region of 3 billion euros. Not 3 million, but 3 billion euros. This is causing a major problem to Stefan Pierer and his new chief financial officer / co-CEO, Gottfried Neumeister. So they have a challenge, and it's an understanding that they have to remove 1 billion of the debt within a 2-year window. So this is the planning that goes on in the 90-day administration, which started on the 29th of November 2024. So February, end of February, we should have a clear understanding of what's going to happen with the Pierer group, Pierer Mobility group, of which Stefan Pierer is the CEO, along with the KTM as a CEO. Yeah, so the KTM is a child organisation under Pierer Mobility. Yeah, so hopefully over the next 90 days, Stefan and Gottfried will come up with a plan of how to recover 1 billion over the next 2 years. Now, 1 billion is a lot of money for an organisation the size and specialty of KTM. How's the market responded? Well, there's two things. How's the market responded? And there were already signs on the wall. Well, let's talk about how the market responded. Well, I've been having a look on the various sites in the UK, eBay, Auto Trader, all that good stuff. And generally speaking, prices of the machines are down 25%, maybe 20%, but generally 25%. I had a look at the 790 Duke, and that you can now buy brand new for £6,000 rather than the £8,000 that it should have been sold at, or 8,200 or whatever. So what's the knock-on effect of this? So if they're actually selling 790 Dukes or other models with massive reduction, then this means that the second-hand market, and I appreciate it's winter, and the winter time brings a weak marketplace for second-hand and new motorcycles. I appreciate that. But for those that bought a KTM this summer, their depreciation has absolutely plummeted. It's almost a reliving of the BSA fiasco, where BSA reduced their machines by £1,000, and the ripple effect of that on the second-hand market was ginormous. It's going to be the same for KTM owners in the second-hand market. So if you've gone and bought a KTM in the middle of the summer of 2024, then not only have you got to suffer the depreciation of a new machine, or even a second-hand machine that you bought, but the impact of the prices in the market at the moment with these 20-25% reductions for brand new machines, the ripple effect of that for the second-hand market is going to be horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So that's a really sad situation. There's over 3,000 employees within the KTM section of the Pierer Mobility organisation. So remember, Pierer Mobility at the top, KTM is an organisation underneath. You've got then Gas, MV Augusta or whatever, and Husqvarna. I believe MV Augusta has already been sold, or it's in the process of being sold. Let's see what happens there. But you've got so many employees under KTM that they must be a little concerned about where they're going. You like the cup or you like the t-shirt, give us a shout. And £9 for the cup, £10 for the shirt. And there's a back print on the back. There we are. There's a bit of a plug. Let me have a drink. So was the writing on the wall? So let's go and have a look online. So I'm looking at investing.com, and you can see here that having looked at 5 years, I'm looking at 5 years, and in July of 2023, we've got a share price of some 78 euros, 78.6 euros. Way back in 2021, December 2021, I think that was the COVID time, wasn't it? Where everybody was spending the money. The share price was 89.6 euros. Moving on to this year. So we've got, moving on to from July 2023, the share price has absolutely plummeted over the last year and a half, getting to June 2024, where it's now at 29 euros, and moving into the 1st of November, the share price is now 9.5 euros. 9.5 euros. Now that's quite unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And I appreciate that someone's obviously bought loads and loads of shares between the 1st of November and the 1st of December, and the shares are sitting at somewhere in the region of €14.85. This reduction in share price is often where the shareholders get worried and start selling their stocks and things like that. I'm not a specialist in this game, but you know, and you can see, you can see a performance of an organisation or the confidence within an organisation based on their share price. You look at Tesla, it's always going up. I'm not a Tesla fan, I'm just saying, but it's always going up. You look at DJI as a camera organisation and audio organisation, theirs is going up. You look at GoPro, and GoPro's got the same pattern as KTM. It's going down. Confidence in the organisation has slipped, and therefore the share price absolutely plummets. Not sure what your thoughts are. It's a very, very sad situation, this. But in retrospect, if you look over the last year, the writing was on the wall for this organisation. I have no idea how Stefan and Gottfried are going to recover this. I suspect they will. And you know, the current new motorcycles that are going for 6,000, the 790 Duke that's going for £6,000 with a 4-year warranty. You know, that's really good value. It really is good value. If you want to take the risk associated to the the long-term support, assuming the worst. Assuming the worst. It's just a thought. So you could get a bargain right now, but you take the gamble over the next 40 years of, the next 4 years, not 40, 4 years of understanding where this organisation is going to go or going to be. And where will the spare parts be? And who's going to service it? And all that good stuff. Who's going to repair it if anything goes wrong? I'm not too worried about the issues associated to the camshaft and it being dried out of oil and wearing quickly. That problem is in the past. I appreciate it didn't help the organisation to where we are now. KTM as an organisation. I appreciate that. But that is in the past. That's been resolved. That was, I believe it was 2021 or something like that. That's nearly 4 years ago. So that's been resolved. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Put your comments below. Have you gone and bought a KTM this year? And are you worried about where everything's going? Were you thinking about buying a KTM and you've been put off? Were you thinking about buying a KTM and with the price reductions currently available across the whole range, are you now thinking, oh yes, I'm going to take advantage of that? And are you going to be happy taking the risks associated to a warranty that may not be fulfilled over the next 4 years? I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are. Were you going to buy a KTM and you've suddenly decided to go somewhere else? Where have you decided to go? If you were thinking of KTM and now you're thinking of, I don't know, Suzuki, Yamaha, Triumph. I've no idea. You tell me. Tell me what your thoughts are. But from my perspective, in retrospect, looking further into KTM, the writing was already on the wall a year ago. It was already going downhill. So I suspect this is not a major shock internal to Pierer Mobility as the umbrella organisation over the top. Have a look at it online. It's all there. It's all there. Hope you found this interesting. I'm sorry it's sad news. Hopefully, fingers crossed, KTM will be able to sort themselves out, or more appropriately, Pierer Mobility. That's the main organisation that needs to be sorted out. Hopefully this will get sorted out, and by February and the start of the new riding season for the UK, we'll have something to look forward to from KTM. Maybe they'll end up dropping their MotoGP series or whatever. But I'd like to know what your thoughts are. Do you own a KTM, and how do you feel about its reduction in price and value? If you're trying to sell it, I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. Have a great day. This is my last video before Christmas, I think. Let me just think. Yes, it is. So this goes live on Sunday. Yeah, so this will be the last video before Christmas. The next video will be the day after Boxing Day. Have a wonderful Christmas, and don't do anything silly. Yeah, ride safely if you're riding. Be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. Maybe not on Christmas Day. Maybe you can binge out a bit. Have a great time. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful Christmas, and a Happy New Year. See you soon from Bankrupt. Bye bye.